Massive Russian attack on Kyiv underscores questionable commitment to peace. Says Zelensky. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has strongly condemned a severe Russian bombardment of Kyiv, saying the assault shows that Moscow doesn't want peace, even as Ukraine prepares for crucial peace negotiations involving the United States. Devastating overnight assault in the early hours ahead of a scheduled meeting between Zelensky and U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida. Russian forces unleashed a prolonged barrage of missiles and drones on Ukraine's capital. According to Ukrainian authorities, the assault lasted around 10 hours, killed at least 2 civilians, and injured more than 30 others. The strikes targeted not only residential areas but also critical infrastructure, disrupting energy supplies and leaving a significant portion of Kyiv's population without heating and electricity in winter conditions. Ukrainian officials reported that approximately 40% of homes in Kyiv and the surrounding region lost access to heat as a result of the attack. Zelensky's message on peace. Zelensky made his comments while en route to Florida, where he was due to meet Trump to discuss a new 20-point peace proposal drafted with American mediation. The plan aims to lay the groundwork for ending the war that began with Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Pointing to the timing and severity of the strikes, Zelensky said the bombardment reflects Russia's lack of genuine interest in negotiating a peace settlement. He wrote on social media that while talks continue at negotiation tables, Russia's response has been daggers and drones rather than diplomacy. Russian and Ukrainian claims. The Russian Defense Ministry claimed it targeted energy facilities used by the Ukrainian military and defense industries, asserting its actions were legitimate strikes against military-related infrastructure. Ukrainian authorities, however, characterized the attacks as part of a broader campaign to undermine civilian life and morale, pointing to the extensive power outages and damage to apartment buildings. Emergency services reported evacuations from affected areas, including care homes and high-density residential districts. Regional and international reactions. Poland, which shares a border with Ukraine, deployed fighter jets, ground-based air defense systems, and radar aircraft in response to the unfolding assault, although it reported no breach of its airspace. In Western capitals, leaders reiterated support for Ukraine, while emphasizing the complexity of achieving a negotiated settlement amid ongoing hostilities. Looking ahead to negotiations, the Florida peace talks are seen as a pivotal test of whether diplomatic efforts can keep pace with military developments on the ground. Zelensky has expressed cautious optimism about the discussions, stressing the need for security guarantees and broad international backing to secure a lasting end to the war. However, Russian President Vladimir Putin has signaled that Moscow's strategic objectives remain firmly rooted in military goals unless significant concessions are made. Observers say this divergence between diplomatic rhetoric and battlefield reality underscores the challenges ahead.